Dear children, today let us study the continued part of the lesson sound. In the last class we had studied how the sound is produced. That is, the sound was produced by the vibrating body. Sound, the vibration of an object produces sound. In humans produce sound by the vocal cords. So when we speak, the vocal cords vibrate, due to which the sound is produced, right? Now, how the sound reaches our ear? So when you call up your friend who is standing at a distance, your friend is able to hear you, right? So how does the sound travel to her or him? That is in the medium, right? So let us study which are the medium the sound travels. Whether the sound requires a medium for its propagation, let us study it now. So medium of sound. Yes, sound normally travels through air medium. So when you speak, when you are in a gathering, so there your voice is heard, right? That is, the sound travels through air. However, it can also travel through liquids and solids. So not only in air medium, also sound can travel through liquids and solids. But it does not travel through vacuum. So what do you mean by vacuum? Vacuum means it is a place where the air is completely absent. So if the air is completely absent, we call that as vacuum. Okay. So hence different medium where the sound can travel are solids, liquids and gas. So now let us study one by one with the examples how the sound travels in this medium. So first let us study about solids. So sound can travel through solids. For example, if you scratch one end of the table, it can be heard from the other end of the table. You can see this picture where a boy who is standing at one end of the table is just scratching the table, and at the other end there is a boy who is trying to hear the sound. So here you can do this activity at home also. So you can observe that you can hear the sound in solids also. That means the sound travels in the solid medium, right? The sound travels in a solid medium. So here if you just stand, you cannot hear the clear sound. But when you just hear the sound on the solids, so you can hear it clearly. That means the sound travels in solids. So let us see the example 2. So if you put your ear on the railway track, so we can hear approaching train even if it is very far away. That means sound can travel faster in solids. Remember that? Okay. So here in solids where it is made up of the train tracks which are made up of the iron, right, material, where it is a solid medium. So due to which the train arriving can be heard earlier, okay, when we just put our ear on the railway tracks. So that means sound can travel through solids. So next let us study about how the sound travel through liquids. Not only in solids, in liquids also the sound travels. So here the example let us see. So if you take a jar full of water, if we put a bell in it, so we place our ears near a water and ring the bell. So what happens? We are able to hear the bell outside. This shows that sound can travel through water. The sound is produced in the water here, right? So inside the jar which is full of water, the sound is produced, and this sound can be heard at the surface of water. Here it shows that sound can travel through water. So this is how the dolphins and whales in water might be communicating under water, right? So the fishes communicate with the help of this, the whales and dolphins might communicate underwater with the, because that sound travels in water also, okay. So now let us see how the sound travels through gases. So here if you take an example of a air medium, so where it is a gaseous medium, so if two people talk, sound travels through air, right? So we are able to hear when that sound reaches our ear. So here the medium is air medium, which is a gaseous medium. So we can say that sound can travel through gases. But sound cannot travel through vacuum. As I told, vacuum means it is the place where the air is completely absent. So now let us see this activity here. If we put our phone in a tumbler, so one tumbler is taken and the phone is taken and this phone is inserted in the tumbler and you give a call to your phone, so ring it. So what happens? Ring can be heard clearly inside the tumbler, right? But if we suck air out of the tumbler and then ring it, sound becomes fainter. That means sound decreases as the air is removed. So at once when the air is completely removed, so if you suck all the air from that tumbler, what happens? It becomes vacuum. Completely the air is removed, that time in the tumbler it becomes vacuum. So we will not be able to hear anything when we ring the phone. That is because this shows that sound cannot travel through vacuum because their air is completely absent. So it do not have any medium, right? It is not having a medium there. Air medium is absent. So it cannot travel. So we cannot hear the sound in vacuum, okay. So in space where there is a vacuum, so there if we speak, if the astronaut speaks to each other, so they are not able to hear the sound, is it? That is because in vacuum the sound does not travel, understood? That is the reason why in the astronauts are not able in the they are not able to hear the sound each other, they cannot communicate each other by talking, because the sound is not able to travel there, because there is air is absent, but there is vacuum, okay. So sound, that means sound requires a medium to propagate. It cannot travel in vacuum. Sound requires a medium to propagate. So which are the mediums? That sound travels through solids, liquids and gases. It does not travel in vacuum. You have understood what is vacuum? Yes? Okay. So examples you can take here. Sound travels through solid thread of a can phone. Yes, you may have prepared that can phone and you may have played it, right? So by the string, so one string is taken and the two ends, the small cup has been placed, and if one speaks and the other can hear, that means that through that string the sound can travel, okay. So in fact sound can travel through any solids, okay. So by the string also it can travel. So you may have played it, telephone done by y'all. So where it is traveling through that string, sound is traveling through that string, okay. So, and also the whale listens to the reflected sound in water to locate its prey. You can see here in the picture. So the dolphins and whale, which is inside the water, there also it listens to the reflected sound, echo of in water to locate its prey. So this fishes produces a the vibration is produced there, yeah. So there the reflected echo is heard by the dolphins, so that there is a prey or there is an obstacle, it is found out, okay. So there we can say that the sound can travel in water also, that is liquid medium. In the same way we are able to listen to sounds because sound travel in air, a mixture of gases, right? So where air, it's a mixture of gases. So in gaseous medium also the sound can travel. Okay. So how do we hear this sound? So we have learned so far that vibrating objects produces sound and it is carried in all direction in a different medium. So how do we hear it? So how do we hear sound? So we hear sound through our ears, right? So what is the function of a ear here? We can see it is having a inner ear, there will be outer ear and there is a eardrum, right? How this human ear functions? So the shape of the outer part of the ear is like a funnel. You can see here it is like a funnel. When sound enters it, it travels down a canal at the end of which a thin membrane is stretched tightly. It is called as eardrum. You can see here yellowish color, right? It is a eardrum, thin membrane it is. Okay, so it performs an important function. So what does eardrum do? So how the sound which is produced when we hear the sound, what the eardrum, how it functions? So eardrum is like a stretched rubber sheet. When sound vibration make the eardrum vibrate, so when the sound travels and when it reaches the eardrum, what happens? So the sound vibration make this eardrum to vibrate. The eardrum sends the vibration to the inner ear. So this eardrum sends the vibration to the inner ear. Okay. From there the signal goes to the brain. So from inner ear the signals, whatever we hear, that signals is sent to our brain. That is how we are able to hear the sound. Okay. So we must not never put the sharp pointed or hard things into our ear. So it can damage the eardrum. So the damaged eardrum can impair hearing. Okay. So there may be a problem if the eardrum is damaged. So never put sharp pointed objects into your ear. Okay. So how do we hear sound through our ears? So sound enters the ear. You can see clearly the picture of the ear here. So all the parts are mentioned. Sound enters. So here, from here the sound enters. Outer ear. This is the outer ear, right? So outside it looks like this. Sound enters the ear through the ear canal. So here you can see it is the ear canal. It makes the eardrum. Next part is the eardrum. It makes the eardrum to vibrate. So when it vibrates, it sends the vibration to the inner ear. So inside ear. So it is middle ear is there, outer ear, middle ear and inner ear, right? So from outer ear, it travels through the ear canal. Sound travels through the ear canal. It reaches the eardrum. It makes the eardrum to vibrate. This eardrum sends a vibration to the inner ear. Okay. From there, from the inner ear, from there the signals go to the brain and then we hear the sound. So this is how the ear functions. Okay. So this is the function of a ear. So from ear we are able to hear the sound which is produced. I hope you all have understood till here. Thank you.